All right, so basically, fitness fell on my lap. That wasn't something that I grew up wanting to do. It's not something that I dreamed to be a coach or any of things like that. When I was 17, I went to a juvenile placement. And when I was there, I started running track. But prior to me running track, I never worked out before. I started working out, and it got to the point where I couldn't even get out of my bed to get up and go and eat. And the main thing that I would tell myself is I would never feel this way again. I felt weak, I felt defeated, and I felt crazy. So going into it, when I kept fighting through it, it just made me want to just say, all right, this is what I'm doing like for the rest of my life to never feel like I can't accomplish something again. Now, still, fitness coaching was never a thing for me. I came home from that juvenile placement. I wound up getting locked up again 18 months later, and this time I got 9 years to do. But that whole 18 months when I was home, I was working out as if, and this is before anybody was working out, before social media was invented, before anything was going on the internet, or before it was even cool to be healthy in my community. I was one of the ones that was like literally getting up, working out. I didn't go to the gym that much because I did all calisthenics. Long story short, I go to the jail and I do 9 years up there. Every day I'm in the yard working out, I got more and more people joining me inside of my workouts, just wanting to do what I'm doing. And they keep on asking me, bro, what is it that you was doing to get like how you are? And I would just tell them everything that we're doing right now. So I built my body off of calisthenics. Everybody following my lead. They all like, yo, I'm trying to get like you. But the reality is, like, for me, it's still not clicking to me like I can coach people. It was just like, no, we all working out together, not realizing that I was leading the pack. So it might be 30 of us that's working out together in the yard and they all following my lead. People was telling me like, yo, you should think about being a trainer when you get home, this and that. I'm like, no, I don't want to be a trainer. It was never a thought for me. Like, no, I know what I want to do. I wanted to make clothes and I wanted to make beats. Being a trainer was the furthest thing from my mind. So when I finally do come home from the 9 years, I made my first fitness clothing line. And when I made that first fitness clothing line, I put inside of the captions that I was training. Now, let me get to the name of the fitness line and why I named it that. It was called Carbon Copy. Because literally, every time I seen somebody, it don't matter who it was, people that I may have went to school with, people from around my way, family members, they all say, yo, I'm trying to get like you. Meaning like they was trying to get fit like me. So I named the fitness line Carbon Copy. Now, as I was promoting the t-shirts and the merchandise that I had made from it, I put inside of the captions like, hey, I'm also taking on clients as a trainer. Now, I was joking. I just looked at it as a marketing thing. I didn't look at it like I was serious. I got so many DMs asking, how could they start working with me? So at first I didn't answer any of them because I didn't even know what to say. I didn't know what to charge them. I didn't even know how to train people that was beginners at that particular time. So I finally started answering some, and the first person I wound up working with, I wound up getting them results. But at first I had to learn like I can't train this person like how I would train myself. I had to learn like this is the level I gotta bring it down onto. And then next thing you know, my whole schedule was full of a bunch of people. Literally, I'll be start working at 7 a.m. and I won't be done until 7 p.m. At the time, I'm not taking breaks. I'm just looking at it as a hustle because I'm literally just coming home from 9 years. I don't have a job. And like, this is bringing in income for me. So this is what I'm doing day in and day out at this point. I don't even have a schedule. I'm doing it 7 days a week. So I started getting exhausted with it. Long story short, one day I'm driving down the street and the police get behind me and they swarm me. Out of nowhere, all of these cops came. They wound up locking me up. They said that I was selling drugs out of a house that I never been inside of. So I go, they locks me up. When they go and bust in this door, I said to the cops, I said, hey, I don't live there. I never been in that house, and I never walked on the pavement of where that house was. And then they said, well, you got nothing to worry about that. So I wound up doing 5 years behind whatever they found in that house and what they accused me of. Throughout that time when I was doing that 5 years, that's when I started doing my research and taking fitness serious. I was taking it serious as a hustle then. I wasn't taking it serious as an actual business. So I relaunched my brand. That's when I came up with Triumphant. From there, I'm still in the limbo of really not understanding exactly how the business is and what I want it to be, because online coaching wasn't a big thing like that at the time. It was just still personal training, meeting everybody in person and, exchanging time for money. So I came back home. Now it was times where I did 14K in a week, but I wasn't learning nothing. I was literally home for 2 months and I made 14,000 in 1 week. Probably like my I want to say my fourth week of being home training people. I made 14K in a week. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that this can happen. But guess what? I'm overwhelmed. I'm literally, and I don't have a schedule. I'm training people whenever they got time. So I might train somebody 5 a.m. in the morning. And then somebody else saying, hey, I don't get done with my business until 9 o'clock at night, but I'm meeting up with them at 9:30. So just look at all the time frame in between from 9 or 5 a.m. in the morning to 9:30 at night, training them all the way up to close to 11 o'clock. And then I'm waking up and then redoing it every day, not giving myself not one day off. Then I decided, all right, I'm going to give myself Friday off because I feel like Friday I can go to my prayer service. I can just relax a little bit on this day. And that's how I came up with my only day off was Friday. Other than that, I'm running myself in a hole. I'm exhausting myself, my body getting tired. I'm working out with these people at the time. I was only home for about 2 months now. I didn't have my own gym yet. Now, 4 months home, I got my own gym and things are going okay. I wound up getting another location. Things got even better. But now, the better they get in business, the more time I'm spending not learning nothing about business. Just training people all day. Now I don't got time for nothing or nobody. I didn't even go home. I didn't even go out to eat until I was home for a good 8 months. I didn't even go out to eat. I didn't even have time to do something as simple as that. So, all in all, I get another gym. Things got even better on the business side. But learning, well, I'm going to say things got better on a money side. But the business side was hurting. I wasn't doing nothing right. I didn't know nothing about taxes. I didn't know nothing about nothing. I was just hustling like I was still in the street. So 2022 came. I'm home for 2 years now. About 2 years and 4 or 5 months at this time, where I decided, yo, I'm shutting my gym down. I'm done stressing myself out, or I'm done not being able to learn enough to actually take myself to the next level. I don't want to be stuck dealing with all these different personalities and different energies all day. So I shut the gym down and I went to Florida. And I stayed out there for a couple months until I came back. When I came back, now I have a whole different motto, but I still got a lot to learn. I never invested into a mentorship at the time. I never invested in just seeking the knowledge out. I just felt like I knew it all and I didn't. I ain't know nothing. So all of these different people will reach out to me and say, yo, you would crush it if you got online and start running your business. But before I say all of that, I did open up my app. I had an app in 2022. So when I was out Florida, I was working from my app. but I still didn't know pricing. I didn't know how to work it. I didn't know how to set up infrastructure inside of the business in order for it to run properly. Now I'm really not making that much money at this point. So everything reset. So now, like I said, now I'm back in the city. I'm back training people in person. Now I'm not training as many, and I put my prices up a little bit higher, so I can have uh more value and less time in the gym. So I'm still making money in the gym, but I'm not spending as much time as I was before. Now I don't have my own gym, so I'm not just like I'm working out or whatever, however I'm doing it. Long story short, we go into um people reaching out trying to get me to do online coaching. They telling me, yo, you don't know how much money you leaving on the table. I didn't believe them. I didn't believe that that amount of money could be made and not have to see a single person at all, and I'm still living my life freely. I just didn't believe it. So I would never buy into it. I would get onto the phone calls with them. I would listen to everything they had to say. But when it came to time for me to actually make a move to start, I wouldn't do it. I was content with where I was at. And I felt like, all right, I'm paying the bills. I'm doing whatever it is that I had to do for myself on a personal level. I was okay with that. Now, moving on, I got a family now. Like, it's not just me anymore. I got somebody asking me for my time, and I can't give them that. So at first it was just me and my son, and I might only have him on weekends. Now I got a wife, I got a daughter now, and I got a son. And they want my time. They don't care about nothing else. They just saying, yo, we just want a day with you. And I can't give them that because I'm stuck and working all day. And if I decided that I was going to spend a day with them, I'm not going to enjoy it because now I'm in my head of thinking about the money that I'm missing by not being in person training people. So we go on forward to I finally get on a phone call with somebody and I'm serious this time. I'm serious about whatever investment I got to make. I'm going to make this investment. Even if it don't work out the way I want it to, at least I'm going to learn a skill that I didn't have before that I can apply to it from here on out. So once I got on a call, I was convinced. And then I said, all right, come on, how do we start? They only wanted $1,000 up front, the first person that I started working with. I paid them that. I went into it like, yo, this year will not be like the rest of these years that I already spent doing the same thing and staying stagnant in the same place. Now, what I learned from them was system. I had no clue what a system was. We started working on system. Now I'm understanding more things. I'm understanding that it takes more than just one person to actually be successful in business. I thought I was the only one I needed. Now I got a team. I got a person that specializes in this, a person that specializes in this, then a person that specializes in this. My only job is to create the content, to build the quality leads, and then give good service on the background. Now, service now is no longer being in person and working somebody through their workout. Service now is accountability, making sure that they doing everything that they got to do in order to get the results that they say that they wanted. So that was way more easier and way more better because these people, they not even looking at me to be there with them. They just looking at me to say, yo, what you doing? You slipping. Get back in there. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Reorganize your day. Schedule everything out. Make sure that your workout is primary. People, that's very valuable to people. It's more valuable than actually somebody coming to the gym only because of you there. They rely on you and your presence to actually get the results that they want. You don't want to work with that type of people. Because guess what? As soon as you're not there, Or as soon as anybody's not there to join the gym with them, they automatically don't get the transformation that they're looking for. And now that's bad on your business because everybody know, oh, they working with Russ or they working with such and such. But why didn't I see them get results and they was working with him for 3 to 4 months at this point? Yeah, that must be no good. So, the whole thing is I had to reframe everything for a system. And once this system was in place, nutrition plan, the workouts that they need to build their body, not just the workouts that they can do, but the workouts that they should do. The accountability, the access. The access is, hey, ask me whatever question you need to ask me. Vent to me whatever it is that you need to vent to me about so we can get down to the bottom of the problem and then we can stack on top of that. Or we can actually clear the problem out and just focus on the solution. So online coaching, not only did it train me, change my life, it changed everybody's life that decided to work with me. So I'm appreciative, and this is people all over the world. I have no limit on who I can work with. I have no ceiling on how many people I can work with unless I start lacking in a certain area with certain people. Then I will bring down that number. But as of right now, I got a nice amount of people. I do one-on-ones with them on a weekly basis. I make sure that they doing what they supposed to do, at least reaching out to them every other day, even if it's just a simple text message. Hey, how's everything going? And I run everything from one platform. My overhead is 10 times lower than it was when I had a physical gym. The amount of money that I'm making is 10 times more than it was when I was physically training them in person. The value is not in the presence. The value is in the accountability because the presence could be there. But if you're not holding them accountable, you can be present with them laughing and joking throughout their sets. You're not serving them no purpose. They come in there to laugh and joke with you. They did 3 workouts the whole time they was there for an hour. No, we need to get down to business. You don't need no distractions. I'm a distraction to you in person. But if I can be that voice in the back of your head while you training and I'm not even there, I'm pushing you through every rep and every set. It's way better. And guess what? I'm not inconveniencing you to go out your way at a particular time to meet up with me and vice versa. So online training, man, is absolutely the best route and the best thing that happened to me inside of this fitness business simply because my impact is worldwide now.